What's going on? Welcome to my next video. In this video, I'm going to be doing a little drawing practice. And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. Now for this video, I'm going to be drawing the face, but I'm going to be drawing it as skulls since it's Halloween, so I'm going to do a little twist on it. So I'm literally just taking the faces and I'm drawing into skulls. And I already have a general idea of how to draw a skull, so in all these I'm just going to use the face as a reference for which way I'm going to rotate the skull and different positions. And also when you're drawing a skull, this is also a good way to, I know there's a lot of artists who have problems with drawing open mouths and or teeth in the mouth, and this is also a good way of figuring out how to place the teeth when you're drawing faces, because when you open the mouth the mouth isn't opening straight out. It's kind of just it's angled, and it's always kind of a round shape. But I'll do that in a later video. I'm going to do skulls with open mouths, so you can kind of see how to do that. But right now I'm just using the faces, and I'm going off of memory of what I know a skull looks like from drawing skulls a lot of times, and just using reference to work on that. I'm working on the side view, and a lot of key references for drawing, and especially drawing a skull when you're drawing a face, is knowing where to place certain things. Like the skull, you have like the high cheekbones, and cheekbones kind of tells you where to place the mouth, which is why I put the cheekbone right there, not the mouth inside. And it's just a better practice for drawing a face. Sometimes it's recommended to draw the skull first before you start drawing the face, just because there's a lot of features that you can get in the skull, and when you draw the face, you can kind of just overlap. You know how to overlap certain skin over certain areas when you're defining the shape of the face. And drawing the skull is fairly easy. I mean, you can just you can find some in the store, or you can find some online, and just go off of that, use a reference. I think when I went to art school, we had the skull in front of the classroom, and the teacher would rotate the skull in front of us, or he'll have us move in different areas around the skull, and he'll change the lighting and the settings and everything, with the add the backdrops and the shading and all that. But the more you draw it, the easier it becomes, or sticks into your head, and you can kind of just do it from memory. So right now the head is tilted at an angle. That's why those two lines, figure the angle is, and then the triangle to pinpoint where the chin is going to be. And don't forget, when you're making the skull's eyes, they're bigger. The skull eyes is basically all the way up to where the eyebrow is, all the way down, and your eyeball is fits right into that. I'm making the mouth area, getting the chin, the basic Punisher shape before we start getting into the other details. And it's just good practice. It's always good to practice the skeletal parts of the body, like the skeletals of the hands and the legs. And you don't have to always draw the body parts with the skin already attached. There are other parts in the body you can also learn to draw to better understand the human figure. I'm adding the chin in there. And what I'm using is, I'm still using figurosity. I have links down below for that also. And what I've done with the pose in that figurosity was, I just took one pose, rotated it around. I think I switched up to a different pose for one of them that I drew, only because I think the head is tilted a different way in the next one, so I wanted to switch the pose up to a different head. But the majority of these are the same figure. I just rotated it around. Like the one we have right here is a different one, because I had the head at a different angles, like at an angle, and then it's a little bit down. And 3 lines. And those 2 lines on the sides are always going to indicate where the side of the face is going to end whenever you're drawing certain angles or drawing the head from top to bottom. Right now, adding the nose and the eyes. And I'm going to draw a tutorial on noses also, because noses, the same as everything else, changes angles depending on where the head is positioned also. And sometimes understanding how to place the nose and is a kind of another way for finding out how to get the rest of the head in, or easier to figure out how to place the rest of the head when you're drawing from a different position or different angle. Your nose, a little gap right before the teeth. I can detail the teeth. It looks like the teeth match, but I'm just drawing the teeth in. There might not even be an even number on top and bottom. I just put it in there. Shake the head. Maybe I should have added a little crack in there too, but no. That little cheekbone. Now for this one, it's to the side, and same thing with the rest. The circle, then the lines for the sides. Because once you add the lines for the sides and you add that center line, then you'll know where to put that triangle at. And then the triangle, of course, where it ends is where you put the chin. And just go off of that. But yeah, it's always practice. Practice makes perfect. Well, not really perfect, but even professional artists are always practicing with their sketchbooks. The sketchbooks that you never see. Everyone's always practicing. And again, the ridge by the eye. And then the bottom shape for the chin, rest of the head. And usually if you don't feel comfortable going in with a pen, you can just use a pencil. Use a pencil, you can erase as much as you want. But like I said before, these are all practice, so you don't even have to be super accurate. You're just drawing it and you're just having fun while you practice. The shape in. Darkening any shadows. Alright, that's it for this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy your Halloween. Take care.